Hello and welcome to D&D Daily. My name is Sage, and today I'm doing a blind stat block reading that comes from Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep, the Sword Wraith Warrior. Sword Wraith Warriors are most often found on ancient battlefields where soldiers were hemmed in and slaughtered without quarter. The Sword Wraith Warrior is a medium undead, typically lawful evil, has an armor class of 16, and has 45 hit points, and a movement speed of 30 feet. It has +4 to strength, +1 to dex, +3 to con, -2 to intelligence, -1 to wisdom, and +0 to charisma. It has resistance to necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks, and has immunity to poison, as well as the exhausted, frightened, poisoned, and unconscious conditions. It has dark vision out to 60 feet and passive perception of 9. It speaks all the languages it knew in life and has a challenge rating of 3. It has an unusual nature. The warrior doesn't require air, food, drink, or sleep. Moving into actions, we have Battle Axe, which is a melee weapon attack with +6 to hit, a reach of 5 feet. Hits one target, and on hit does an average of 8 slashing damage or 9 slashing damage if used with 2 hands, which it won't be. And then Longbow, which is a ranged weapon attack with +3 to hit, a range out to 150/600 feet. Hits one target, and on hit does an average of 5 piercing damage. Our bonus action is Martial Fury. The warrior makes one battle axe or longbow attack, and attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of its next turn. So Martial Fury is the warrior makes one battle axe or longbow attack. The attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of its next turn. Again, the wording is really unclear here to me, but this one led me to believe that it's like reckless attack, that we get an extra attack, but now people have advantage against us. You run it differently depending, but this one really does sound like it's the reckless attack feature, which is different than the Sword Wraith Commander, so I apologize, whichever one it is, the tactics are going to be a little bit different. But we have a very straightforward fighter here. Again, we have a shield and a battle axe. We're really not whipping out our longbow, and we're really not using the two-handed because we want that extra AC that comes from that shield, unless the commander tells us to. Now that's something kind of cool about this, is this creature's kind of dumb, but the commander's not. And so it's one of those combats that if it's a bunch of just the Wraith Warriors, then you can run them as kind of idiots, but once the commander is there, their tactics can get a lot more sophisticated, which can lead a lot more weight to a commander being present, which I do really like that. But as far as tactics go, we're going to assume that this is like a reckless attack. I don't think they're going to be particularly holding onto their lives, considering that they're undead. So I think they're going to use the reckless attack always and often, and we're going to really focus on that battle axe. So this has been my initial impression of the Sword Wraith Warriors, and this also is the final of the monster stat blocks. My overall impression of Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep is that it's a really good book, especially if you're looking for a dark water niche. It has a lot of creatures in dark waters, and I haven't seen creatures specified to that biome pretty much anywhere else. So it's really great that we have a really strong niche here. There's also plenty of NPC characters, easy drag and drops for just random characters throughout your world to fill them out and to save you a lot of work on having to build particular stat blocks. I'm going to check out the rival stat blocks next and kind of do a deeper dive into each rival. I'm pretty excited to explore them a little bit. I know I've kind of overviewed them, but I haven't gone deep yet. So I would love it if you joined me for that. We are D&D Daily. We release new D&D content every single day. So if that's interesting to you, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.